the things that keep him going while he's trying to work. So if you recognize yourself in that personality profile, or you recognize your husband or your partner or even your son, they could probably benefit from Nux vomica. Now, Nux vomica for a personality type like this is really what we call the constitutional homeopathic remedy. And I generally don't like to recommend people to take their constitutional remedy unless they're under the guidance of a professional homeopath. But in the case of Nux vomica, this picture is so clear and easy to recognize that I think it can be very helpful for you to try it. And you can buy the Nux vomica at any health food store.
So I've heard that Nux vomica can be used as some kind of a hangover remedy?
Well, it's often called the hangover remedy because it can be used in the occasional situation where somebody overindulges in food, overindulges in drink, maybe even just overindulges in coffee. And so it has that name. But it can also be useful if somebody just overstresses themselves occasionally, a one-off kind of thing. If they get that picture of irritability, very sensitive, very, very driven, and generally the Nux vomica person gets the GI upset. So for that kind of situation, you can try Nux vomica. But if the hangovers and the overwork becomes chronic, then really it's needed as a chronic constitutional remedy. And if you try it as a chronic constitutional remedy and it doesn't relieve your stress within 4 to 6 weeks, then you should really seek the help of a professional homeopath or a therapist. So Emily, how about some other specific men's health issues like enlarged prostate? Are there some herbal supplements for benign prostatic hypertrophy?
Yes, benign prostatic hypertrophy, or BPH, is common as men age. It's important for you to recognize the symptoms of BPH, which include frequent urination, urinary retention, difficulty starting or stopping your urine stream, or noticing a decrease in the force of urination, getting up at night to use the restroom. One of the reasons BPH develops is because of excessive levels of dihydrotestosterone, a byproduct of testosterone. Excessive dihydrotestosterone contributes to enlargement of the prostate. Finasteride is the drug that is used to treat symptoms of BPH. And it works by a mechanism of decreasing an enzyme that converts to dihydrotestosterone. It turns out that there's an herb called saw palmetto which works in the same mechanism. The good news is that saw palmetto works just as effectively as finasteride according to studies in cases of mild to moderate BPH and does not have the side effects that the drug does. Now, Cindy, are there some remedies that you can use for other men's issues such as ED or